Linguaphone Russian Course, 1961 edition. Note: this is an earlier course prepared by Linguaphone Institute. For later courses in Russian and in other about 30 languages, see patreon.com read along or read along YouTube channel. As for the newest, that is, most recent Linguaphone courses, see the links to their official websites given in the description box below. One of the reasons why this course is shared by An Academy is that this 1961 edition is much more similar to the courses by Nature Method Institutes like L'Italiano secondo il metodo natura compared to the later courses prepared by Linguaphone. The entire collection, including all 6 volumes and audio recordings, can be obtained from our Patreon page, as the physical copies are available at our Shopify page. Preface. An ideal system of instruction for the learning of a foreign language should fulfill the following essential conditions. 1. It should be suitable for private or self-tuition as well as for classwork, and should conform to the best methods of modern language instruction. 2. It should impart a practical conversational knowledge of everyday subjects, while at the same time it should also convey in a clear and concise manner the essentials of grammar and syntax. 3. It should enable the learner to think in the foreign language without any process of translation by training him from the very outset to associate the foreign words he encounters with the objects or actions they denote. He will thus acquire the ability to speak the language naturally and instinctively, in the same way as he learned his own language when a child. 4. Finally, the learner should be taught to speak the foreign language with correct accent and intonation. The Linguaphone method of teaching languages by means of specially prepared language records and textbooks admirably fulfills all these requirements. Linguaphone courses are now published in more than 20 languages and are in use in practically every country, while leading universities, colleges, and schools throughout the world have incorporated them in their curriculum. The Russian course. The Linguaphone Russian course is equally suitable for children and adults, for entire beginners and for those who have a theoretical knowledge of the language and wish to become proficient in the spoken language. The course consists of descriptive talks and conversations which have been recorded on 15 double-sided records. There is also a special sounds record. The text is in easy-flowing and perfectly natural idiomatic language which will be used by educated people under similar circumstances. Practical grammar is introduced into the text of each lesson and is observed by the student as he goes along. The companion books which go with the course give detailed explanations of grammatical points, idioms, and so on. The illustrations, which have been specially drawn by the well-known artist Herbert Gwynn, form an integral part of and perform an important function in the course. Full particulars as to the use of the books in conjunction with the records are given in the student's instructions supplied with the course. In order to enable the student to follow easily the words spoken by the records, the first lessons are spoken very slowly and distinctly, the rate of speech increasing as the course progresses, so that in the more advanced lessons a perfectly natural rate of speech is heard. Inasmuch as no two speakers of a language speak alike, differences will be found in the pronunciation of the speakers, but every one of them can be accepted as a safe model for the general student, while for those who make a special study of phonetics, the various differences of detail will provide ample scope for study. The student who masters this course will have acquired a truly practical knowledge of the Russian language, both written and spoken. Not only will he have a good grasp of the grammar, but he will also have at his command a store of useful words, colloquial expressions, and idiomatic sentences, which will enable him to enjoy to the full his contacts with Russian people. At the same time, he will be able to understand and appreciate Russian literature.